Welcome to your April 2025 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anisha and I talk everything around astrology and tarot. Aries, March was a slightly slower month, but now we are reaching a culmination of what we've been waiting for as we started 2025. We have about 4 planets that are going to be conjuncting in Pisces, and we also have Mercury and Venus, which are going to be going direct mid of April, and then we also have your ruling planet Mars, which is going to be creating some amount of drama. Now, April 2025 is a month of spiritual growth. It's a month of practical planning, and also it's about embracing change for all zodiac signs. But especially for you, we have your North Node, which is also known as Rahu, which is there in Pisces, and it is aspecting a part of your chart, which is all about behind the scenes. It's about our own psychological patterns. It's about not releasing the past. It's about not being able to overcome our own shortcomings. It's about sabotaging our own happiness. And Rahu over here, or the North Node over here, is going to be encouraging you to embrace spirituality. It's going to be encouraging you to be authentic, be compassionate. And this is pertaining to all areas of your life, Aries. We also have Saturn this month, which is again shifting. We also have a full moon in Libra, and I'll break down the month now for you. So the significant planetary aspect that I'm talking about is going to be happening around 17th of April, and that's the time when we have Venus, Saturn, Mercury and Neptune, which are going to be aligning in Pisces, and they're going to be intensifying themes of intuition, of spirituality, and also of our emotional depths. Now for you, importantly, since we have Rahu, or the North Node, which is there in your house of behind the scenes, it's a time to be releasing past baggage, Aries. It's a time to be trusting your intuition. It's a time also to be immersing yourself in spiritual growth. So the most important thing is to align yourself with your higher self. But at the same time, don't isolate yourself. At times we tend to think that spirituality and isolation go hand in hand. But while to a certain degree that is true, but you need also to be taking care of your own subconscious needs. So do remember to spend time with friends, or even in nature. Necessary doesn't have to be parties. We have your ruling planet Mars, which is there in your house of children. This is also the house of creativity, passion, and love and romance. And this is there in Leo, the entire Martian energy, which is a fellow fire sign for you. So you could be experiencing a lot of creative bursts. You could be feeling very passionate, very adventurous as far as your relationships are concerned. And at the same time, be a little careful that these interactions or engagements with your partner, with your lover, with your spouse do not turn into heated arguments. We have, thankfully, the Mercury retrograde, which ends on 7th of April, and this is aspecting your own house of self. So there can be a lot of clarity which you may have been confused about. Maybe there could be some self-image issues. Maybe you could have been battling with your own sense of self as to what is it that you really want, or being in a confused state, not being able to navigate for yourself what is it or where it is that your true path really lies. We then have a full moon, which is there on 12th of April, and it is there in Libra. It's happening in your house of relationships. This is also the house of your marriage, and this also governs your business partnerships as well. So something is coming to a fruition, something is coming to an end as far as maybe a joint venture is concerned. Maybe there is a spiritual, subconscious, hidden matters that get illuminated as far as your relationship is concerned. It's also a time of deep reflection. It's a time of possibly some unearthing some secrets or some maybe psychological barriers or hidden emotions that have to do with your relationships. And this is also a time, I think, where you are being encouraged to have open conversations and communications as far as your business partnerships are concerned and as far as your relationship, your marriage is concerned. We have Saturn, which carries on being there in Pisces. It started being there on March 7th, 2023, and it carries on being there till about May 2025. And this is also the house of behind the scenes. This is the house of our spirituality. This is the house of emotionally anything that could subconsciously be bothering us. It speaks about our own psychological patterns. This is also the house where we become undone. And Saturn over here is been teaching you some lessons as far as discipline is concerned, as far as confronting past fears is concerned, Aries. So you are being pushed constantly to release past baggage, to sort of not come in your own way. And Saturn, of course, also teaches spiritual discipline because it is there in your house of spirituality. So, you know, it for some of you, it could be like an on and off. You are practicing something, then you just release it and let it be, or you may not be practicing it in your practical day-to-day life as well. So you are being taught these lessons so that you stay more consistent. We also have Neptune that started being in Pisces in 2012, and it will be there till about 2026, and this aspect is there for you again in your house of behind the scenes. So your house of psychological patterns, subconscious fears, coming, sort of sabotaging your own happiness, secret enemies also. This house also rules hospitals, illnesses, undiagnosed illnesses at times. It speaks about you know, fears which you can't really pinpoint on. It speaks on psychosis. This also is a house of prisons. Anything, and with Neptune especially being there, Neptune tends to create a haze. So it could be that some of you may have been dealing with illnesses, with ailments, you know, which are undiagnosed, which you could be struggling with. And this also aspect enhances your intuition, and but try and sort of not be an escapist, because Neptunian energy is also tends to sort of, you know, puts you in a fog, so you really can't see things very clearly. So important do's and don'ts for you this month. Do focus on spiritual practices and meditation. Pursue creative projects with enthusiasm, and don't rush into decisions in relationships, and don't ignore emotional or spiritual health. The tarot card for you is very much your own card. It's the card of Emperor. So this speaks about leading with confidence and strategy. This is also it is also giving you guidance to balance your authority with compassion and intuition, and not to get too aggressive, especially when you hold the power, whether it is you know, you're in a position at work, or whether you're the father, or you're, you know, exuding that kind of sort of control and pressure on your children, or even I would say at times being too hard on yourself. So remember to be compassionate and balancing authority with compassion and intuition. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Aries. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.